tearing through stuff, and boy, I could do without all this reconnect. Sorry, it usually smooths out a bit. We'll stick with it. Last live I did, I was working on a quilt top, and I got that finished. There were some little areas in that pieced together plaid that I used that reinforcing, so I just went ahead and did a little mending on it, got all that backing fabric in, and now what I'd like to do is have a little bit of studio space so that I might begin to assemble that quilt top with back. So that's what I've been doing. It's just really not captured on camera very well. And then in my ADHD way, I thought, oh, I'll get that cupboard cleared out so I can put my sewing supplies, the sewing machine needles and bobbins and thread and that kind of thing, close at hand. And there's not a box I can pick up that I am not curious to open. And you ever do that? Open a box and then everything just wants to explode out of it, especially if it's, you know, the good stuff. And at this point, all my stuff I've accumulated, it's all good stuff. It's all interesting, so that took another stretch of time. Runic, good morning. How are you? It's lovely to see you. The Runic workshop is always always doing some very interesting projects with airbrushing and design and an assortment of other interesting and curious wonders, painting some figurines, and yeah, I recommend the Runic workshop if you're looking for more creative content. Also, really cool chat at Runic's place. Which we appreciate. I really appreciate a chat that's supportive and creative and has a sense of humor, but treats each other with, I don't want to make it sound snappy, but they, you know, treat each other with kindness and are supportive. And as artists, that's, you know, it's a good crowd to hang out with. I'm trying to get recombobulated, Runic. Runic is asking how I'm doing. And I know it's a little bit of a different question from what are you doing or what have you been doing, but one of the things that I excavated out of the cupboard was my laminating machine, and it got me thinking how I might be able to use some of the pebble drawings, because we've got literally 100 plus pebble drawings stacked up from all of the live streams, and I took some of the 6-inch ones and cut them in. It's actually a little bit shy of 2 inches, about 1.25 inches, and I laminated them because they're watercolor, like which is susceptible to bleeding. Like if you did what I do regularly, set a mug on it or set a glass on it. So of course it functions as a painting. We've got that, but then when I figured that I could laminate them, then now we've got bookmarks. So this is just a prototype here. We've got the bookmark. Ernest Grass, welcome in. Hello, hello. And then all of these beads I've been excavating, there's just tons of wonderful beads in there. And so I found a little bit of cord. This is some snowflake obsidian and black obsidian cut into star shapes. And voila, bookmarks. So we have pebble drawing bookmarks. Aren't they fun? Do you guys like them? What do you think? Hey, woodchucker, chainsaw carver, hello. Maya, good morning. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy to see my friends here this morning. Yeah. So, of course, you know, what's a project without some time? We're coming into the time of... What do you think? Shall we sketch a few pebbles inside streaming? Oh, you guys, thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. I've been around and about. You've been able to catch me in. You've been able to catch me in Dan's Elegant Woodcraft channel. Just trolls hell and kicking back with that good trolls hell and kicking back with that good that merry band of a couple more modding gigs here and there. Maybe this morning, you guys will be surprised at somebody. Ran into somebody who shares my name. And been spending time there. Having to do a little bit of training and make her face in the camera, and for whatever reason, that just seems to invite a lot of people telling her what to do and telling her what to do and tell her what they want to do to her. And I spend time in a place like that. Yeah, no. What have you been up to? Ernest, are you traveling? Are you making your little field? I hope you and Dan uh, Dan will live stream a little bit, because I bet you two would just be cutting up and goofing off, and that's always good fun. I do, woodchucker. I do, woodchucker. I certainly do. Yeah, woodchucker is one of our friends from over in Elegant Woodcrafts chat, has found his way into the merry band of creators that we are. Did you live without us before, woodchucker? Oh, it's glitching. I said yes. Yes, I do remember you. How's the sound for everybody else? I have a feeling we're gonna go kind of short on this one, just because it's a morning live stream and I tend not to get good signal. But yeah, guys, give me a thumbs up in the chat if the sound is okay for you. Boy, it is glitchy. Boy, it is glitchy. I can get it. I can get it to smooth out. Smooth out. I'll try to run some of my famous overnight live streams. We'll do some of those and see if we can put a live stream and get back in step with it. So a live stream and get back in step with it. So shall we just be stubborn old people and not give it up? Now I'm like in rules with connectivity. Better work faster while we still have a connection. One thing about the paintings is like you guys always know how they're going to turn out, right? It's like, oh, I wonder what this one's going to be. I don't know. What is she drawing this time? What's that going to... Yeah, the suspense. So I guess I won't start any stories, so you guys aren't left with a cliffhanger of, I wonder where she was going with that. Oh, golly. I haven't done one of these drawings in several weeks, and I've missed them now as I'm doing it. I'm just really enjoying this today, so. This June, you realize we've all been hanging out, drawing rock circles on paper for a year. June was my 1 year anniversary of live streaming, so I don't usually stay with a theme like this for such an extended period of time. They sort of build on each other and I move from one subject to another. And when I started doing this, I thought, oh man, I'll do this for maybe a few days, maybe a couple weeks, and take a break from. I think at the time I was working on coloring book pages just as my relaxation art practice. And here a year later, kind of still working on variations. And I feel like it's just a terrific warm up. It really helps quiet the mind. Just my busy squirrel brain. Kind of get it slowed down and focus on doing one thing at a time. And then I'll go on with my day in the studio working on some other things, but still, I think I may have hit on a really effective warm up that doesn't take a lot of resources, easy to do, effective. Yeah, if y'all want to leave a comment about what kind of things, do you do a warm up? Do you just go out of the video and you just kind of dive into it and work up to it? All right, the last thing I see in chat is you guys laughing. So, guessing my chat might have frozen. See a couple of you still out there, so. Yeah, Maya, maybe if you're still there, if you could send me a signal message.